time to waste. We must join our brethren in battle.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft BroodWar Remastered. Today, it's going to be Shad versus MaNa here on Destination. A very long macro PvZ I got off of Team Liquid's forums. It's part of a MaNa replay pack with a lot of replays. MaNa is a very popular StarCraft player. I think he's retired now, but he played BroodWar and StarCraft 2 for a very long time. He's a very nice dude. He's from Poland. And so is Shad here. Alright, so top side, we got a purple Zerg player. It is Shad. And in the bottom side, it is MaNa, who again, excellent Protoss player. Really excited to see what he's going to bring to this PvZ here today, here on Destination. You can tell it's a bit of an older replay because it's from, it's a Destination replay. We've got TSL in front of the names. TSL was a foreigner tournament held back in 2008 and 2009. And all the foreigners competed. Artosis and, did Day 9 compete? I feel like Day 9 competed. But maybe not, because I don't have a replay pack for him from that time. Maybe I should go and find one. Alright, anyway, what's going on? Nothing! Nobody's built a single building yet. Just kidding, there's a pylon down here for MaNa. Neat. Looks like a hatch first to Rooney, though. From Shad. They are speaking Polish to each other like crazy, though. Do I speak Polish? No. Do I speak any Polish? No. Oh, the harassment. The harassment on the expansion. Send another drone down to expand and leave this one to fight. Oh, actually, no. Just throws down a pool. Intriguing. So, okay, fine. Goes for the overpool play. Could have been a hatch first. Could have been either one of those. No real concern. And then Forge expanding, which means no zealot pressure for our Zerg player, which he's got to be pretty darn happy about that, man. It's like, oh man, it's early zealots from Protoss who knows what they're doing. I hate it. An interesting kind of walling off here, which indicates to me it feels like more of a one base opener. But the reason you go for the Forge expand is because it's an expand. I don't know. What's the play here, MaNa? What are you doing? You're sitting on 450 minerals here. It's like, oh shoot, I was fighting over this way. Look at the Kakaru in Carbot. Man, I love it. Kakaru, Kakaru. A little fat hummingbird. There's your expand, cool. And there's your cannon, also cool. Yeah, so I mean, overpool, there's a little bit of ling pressure. Okay, there are actually 3 sets of lings on the way, so yeah, there's probably going to be a bit of a ling pressure here. MaNa is preparing for that as well as he does. Terry the Overlord is here, though, everybody. Check out Terry the Overlord in the store. FalconPaladin.store, link in the top right to check him out. There's him. There are 2 shirts featuring Terry the Overlord, one with Terry the Overlord printed on it in words and an image, and another one where it's just the image of Terry the Overlord. Ooh, the lings are coming, though. And we also have a Terry the Overlord mug. If you'd rather have a mug for your morning cup of coffee, it's there, too. Check it out, FalconPaladin.store. We've got little beanies. We've got 2 types of hoodies. We have other t-shirts that are StarCraft related. It's a great place to be. FalconPaladin.store. You can buy in your own currency. In the top right, there's a little drop-down you can choose. You can buy it in anything, man. You can buy it in Brazilian reals, dude. You can buy it in Japanese yen. It's very nice, very handy, no matter where you are on Earth, because I know a lot of you people are from different countries. It's a very diverse viewership that I have here, and I really love that about it. StarCraft is a worldwide thing. It's a worldwide phenomenon. Ooh, interesting place for the macro hatch here from Shad. I like it quite a bit. Just right next to the natural base here. Indicates at this point we're going to go for a lair. There's 100 gas here, Shad. What are we doing, man? Did all of your typing screw you up? There it is. There's your lair timing. A little bit late, but whatevs. We're going to roll with it. Terry the Overlord sees the Cyber Core, says, you can't do anything about me because you don't have a Cyber Core yet. I'm just going to park right here, see if you keep the workers on gas, see if you're going to build anything else over in this area. Or just kidding, I'm going to run for my life because I'm very slow. And I got to start running from Corsairs that don't even exist yet. There's not even a Stargate yet. That's how slow Overlords are. Get out of there, Terry. Save your life. You've got a wife and kids to take care of. But yeah, FalconPaladin.store. Check it out. Okay. This indicates to me that this could be for Hydras. It could be for Mutas. If we see the macro hatch this early and it's a ZVT, then it feels like it's going to be Mutas for sure. Not a guarantee, but it feels a bit like a guarantee. But I don't know. I don't like Mutas against Protoss, but this isn't the super highest level stuff. This isn't Stork or BC we're trying to do this to. This is MaNa. Right? He's good. And I mean, Shad isn't exactly Jaedong either, so, you know, this isn't the super highest level of StarCraft, but it is pretty awesome nevertheless. The higher level foreigners, players whose names you know. Yeah, not taking the second guess here quite yet. Yeah, it's a Spire, all right. We'll see. We'll see how many mutas we get out. Maybe we're just going to go for a few more Scourge to deal with the incoming Corsairs. And if you're like, why does StarCraft look like this, Falcon? This is the Carbot animation skin. This is StarCraft's. So Carbot Animation is a very fantastic YouTube channel that does all sorts of gaming content in this very fun cartoony style with hilarious writing and dialogue and stuff. I mean, it's a good time for sure. Check out Carbot on YouTube. He's currently doing like an Elden Ring run, which is a ton of fun. He's done StarCraft. A lot of StarCraft videos out there if you want to look for those. And he's done other, you know, Blizzard products, like I believe some Diablo stuff too, especially with the release of Diablo Remastered from last year. Anywho, if you're a Blizzard fan, if you're a gaming fan in general, check out Carbot. He's great, and he is so great and so talented that Blizzard reached out to him to make this StarCraft skin, which you can buy on the store, on Blizzard's store, inside StarCraft. So it makes all your guys look cute like this. And I know some people don't like it, but other people do, and they keep requesting, when's your next one? When's your next Carbot cast, Falcon? And I say, oh, you're right. I just should do another Carbot one. And so I do, and I throw it up. And I usually try to pick players that maybe, you know, I'm not going to, I try not to do one that's like Flash versus Light, or, you know, Jaedong versus Stork. I try to do this one. It's like a little bit something else, man. A little bit lower, I guess. MaNa and Shad here, but both players pretty good APMs. Shad's is lower, for sure. He's got all these lings running around, which could be drones, but whatever. It is 3 Mutalisks in production. Doesn't quite have the gas for a ton of anything else, so not going crazy on mutas would be my guess. We'll keep an eye on it, though. Ling Muta can be pretty good. Benyam Chuplaxi, says MaNa. I have no idea how to... I can't even pronounce Polish. I got nothing. I need to watch a TV show that's in Polish so I can understand pronunciations. I think that's how I understand how, like, letter pronunciations work and stuff. Third base timing with Zealot attack. Of course it is. Are we surprised by this? No, but maybe Shad is a little surprised by this. They're going right for that hatchery. I don't know if they're going to get it. 150, 100, down under 100 HP, 30. No, saves it with 33 HP. These two guys should have joined the party. They could have taken it down. Oh, man, this hatchery is so injured. It's not even up yet, and it's crazy injured. Zealot's like, hey, let me in there. Let me in there. Let me in there. Oh, he gets it. He gets it. He gets the hatch. Okay, so Shad's in a ton of trouble. Getting a third base killed at 7 minutes and knocked down to a 2-basing Zerg versus a 2-basing Protoss is horrendous. It is. It's bad. Shad's in a terrible spot right now, but he's working on more Overlords because he's supply blocked, and he's working on Lurker aspect while he's supply blocked because you can't make units. You might as well get some upgrades and stuff. The counterattack is a lot less scary as one cannon goes down, no probes die, and the Nexus stays alive. Muta's trying to harass here. And, okay, actually, you know what they did? They killed a cannon, too. Trying to fight. Ooh, trying to take down a Corsair, but with an Archon in support. That's difficult stuff, man. These Mutas are, playing with fire. Got it. But look how red these boys are. These boys in red here. Ugh. Probe down. Muta's getting out of there. Third base getting replanted. On the other side, waiting on Lurker aspect. Getting faster Overlord movement. Pneumatized Carapace. Just trying to be active with these Mutas, right? Every time you watch a ZV anything with a player who's pretty good. My gosh, this is a lot of Mutas. You know what? The Corsair count got knocked down to 0, I think. So we're good. These Mutas are okay. They just need to stay away from the Archon, which is actually not that hard to do. So he's actually coming back with this. This Muta play. Oh my gosh, sniping High Templar though. Get him. Got the High Templar. Not really splitting against these Corsairs though. Okay, now kind of splitting against these Corsairs though. And nope. None of the Corsairs are dying. A lot of Mutas are dying. Time to flee. Time to get out of there. Maybe join up with this Mutalisk, who is not part of the party and likely should have been part of that party we just watched. Okay, Carapace upgrade for the ground units here, including the Lings, the Hydras, and the Lurkers, and maybe Ultras if we get those later. Who knows? Who knows what secrets lie in the hearts of Shad? What's he gonna do next? Yeah, I mean, we're at tier 3 tech here already from Protoss. That's the way of PvZ, though. They get Storm out real fast, while the Zerg players just still working on Lurkers, which is a tier 2 tech. No sign of upgrading to tier 3 at this point. Zerg doesn't really have to. They can definitely win games on tier 2. And they do, quite often. I mean, the longer the game goes on, the more they really need to get to tier 3 to survive what's going on with the Protoss, but, you know, for now, you can just go Hydra Muta, Ling Lurker, and be fine against all of this stuff. But the longer the game goes on, you gotta start getting that Dark Swarm and that Plague. Yeah, Lurker's up, but he's like, I don't have any detection. Crap. I don't have Storm either, so can't deal with the Lurkers at all. Scourge, oh, did Scourge take down one of the Corsairs? I think they did. I thought they got killed by the Archon, but also there's only one Corsair remaining, and there were 2 before. Okay, so the Mutas are doing what Mutas do. They're being annoying. They're harassing. A 3rd base is coming up from MaNa, though. 3 base to 3 base. Dude, Shad Pan. It's like the Pan Clan? I don't know what the Pan Clan is. Who was around in 2008 and 2009 to be, to tell me if there's a Pan Clan from back then or not. Ling Scout Sin says, aha! 3rd base. I will kill it by myself. No, you will not, Zergling. It takes you like 47 hits to kill a probe at this point. You don't have upgrades. Well, attack up. You don't have any upgrades. You got speed. Doesn't help with anything else. Mutas. All right, I'll go for low-hanging fruit here. Taking away the 2nd gas from the Protoss is pretty nice, though. And actually killing a bunch. Oh, there we go. The Glaive Worm bouncing, killing a few of the probes on the gas there as well. And the Archon's like, do I have to do everything around here with his +2 attack? And he does, actually. He has to do everything around here. Unfortunately for him. Where's the detection? There's your Citadel. There's your Templar Archives. There's your robotics facility. So you feel like there we go. Observatory coming in. So he's going to have detection for Lurkers soon. But man, you should have started that a minute ago once you realized Lurkers were already out. I mean, if you don't want to attack the 3rd base for this long because you don't have any detection, well, love it. Ragnarsar's a little lava blob. Or Scantid's a little snack. Engagement! Storm is up, storming the Lurkers. The Mutas are getting absolutely obliterated by the Corsairs. Zealots trying to get on top of these Lings. Storm everywhere. Zealots dodging their own storms from their friendly High Templar there. Handful of Hydras remaining. 2 Lurkers, 3 Lurkers remaining. And that's actually enough to shove MaNa back down into his 3rd base protective area here. This Zerg player want to cross the bridge. That's a scary thing to try and do. Especially if there's cannons placed here where you can't quite hit them from across the bridge. You got to come into this narrow gap, take tons of hits, and then die more. Lurkers coming up, though. 4th base taken back in the safe location for Shad of the Pan Clan. I'm just going to keep calling him Shad, I guess. Yeah, I mean, this is... when players take this, it's really just a question of preference. Some players like to save it until later, when it's harder to take bases out in the middle of the map. Sometimes like to take it earlier. It's just a safe source of minerals you can have at this stage of the game when you're on 3 base to 3 base. And what you really want is another base to try to be up, and which makes you even with the Protoss, and that's what he's doing. Yeah, I'm fairly sure Terry's dead by now. A lot of Overlords have died today, and if Terry's managed to survive that complete destruction of his entire family, I'm impressed. I don't know how, but I'd be incredibly impressed. Maybe he's up here. Maybe he ran all the way up here. Should be a way to tag units in replays so we can see which one is the one we were watching earlier, you know? You can sometimes tell by kill count, but Overlords are literally incapable of killing anything, which makes them harmless, which makes killing them a war crime, I think. You know, just from my unbiased Zerg perspective, you shouldn't be able to kill Overlords without, you know, being prosecuted for immoral war crimes at The Hague, which does not exist in the Caprulu sector, so I don't know what I'm expecting here. But I don't know, 98 to 121 supply here, a lot of it's Hydras. They got 1-1 upgrades looking good there. Hydra Lurker upgrades are fantastic. Dragoons are out now. This is where Lurker viability kind of falls apart. Is this transition into the Lurkers? Zealots against these Hydras, pretty good. Zealots against the Lurkers, also not bad in engagements like this. think Zealots are taking as much damage from storms today as they are from the enemy Hydralisks. It's been tough for them. Drop. I feel it. I feel a drop. I feel a Lurker drop coming into this natural base. MaNa, worried about the army out here, worried about defending his 30s, not necessarily watching this area. Oh, okay, so he's just spotting. That's why you put a cannon back here, so this Lurker dies. Cannon takes down both Lurkers as it goes down. Just perfect synchronicity there. Yep, that's why you do on this map. Cannon here, so that, you know, little harassment doesn't do anything. Whether it's Vultures back here, or Dragoons back here, or Lurkers back here, Cannon will save your butt. Awesome stuff. Hit that like button, by the way, if you're enjoying the cast so far. It just helps the algorithm know that I'm here. Leaving comments does the same thing, and, you know, I'm here 6 times a week with Brood War content. I don't know what else you want from a YouTube channel focusing on the Brood War. As a Lurker comes down at the 3rd base. Ooh, 8 kills on this guy. Might be bringing some kill count numbers from when he was a Hydra, but still, big hits. Big hits. This probe, what are you doing? Coming back in? Oh, just trying to path around. Bad pathing on that probe. Almost got it killed. Pathing does that. Pathing is an extremely dangerous thing. Lurker has 11 kills and dies. And this Overlord goes down to... Keep waiting for Shad to expand over here. Feels like this would be a pretty safe... Oh, he expands here instead. Okay, I mean, expanding towards the Protoss is not something that I would recommend against somebody as good as MaNa is, but Shadpan is much better than I am at StarCraft, and probably even is to this day, even if he hasn't played for a long time. I looked him up on Wikipedia, and it said that his Wikipedia page was deleted, which is like... I don't know. What does it take to have your Wikipedia page deleted? Maybe he deleted it. I don't know. Ursidon is a penguin. What's up, Pengu? Yeah, I don't have an answer for that. Ooh, and a pig. Here's a Rhinodon. Little Minecraft pig, kind of. Except he's got a circle body, so that's not very Minecraft, is it? Nope. All right, 153 to 114 supply. Lurkers spread beautifully across this wasteland here. Lings pre-split. Got some drones in the mix, too. They should probably go to work. I don't know. Back here, I guess. Probably a good place for them. There's your Defiler mound. Bouncing. Just bouncing. Is it upgrading anything? No, but Adrenal's on the way, and some Ultralisks are coming out. Okay, Ultras. I don't know. Ultras aren't super great, especially in lower numbers against large numbers of Zealots and Dragoons like this, and especially if there's Reavers, which there are not any Reavers, but still. Smaller groups of Ultras bad, but like big groups of Ultras really good. They're just very expensive, and that's why you want all those bases as a Zerg player. 4th base left side coming in from MaNa. Another Overlord dies. Supply blocking Shad even further. Ling's sniffing this out. They sniffed out this 4th base. They're going to shut it down. I don't know that MaNa knows about this, but he probably should. Oh, there's High Templar to save it. Oh, they bought time for the cannons to finish? Dude, sick. Lings, Ultras, trying to defend against this big army, but they're getting caught up on the bridge here. That's the saving grace here. Dragoon pathing is problematic. Lings not attacking High Templar. That's what I would recommend. The Ultralisks are trundling into battle. And I don't know, man. I don't know if this Ultra's going to live very long. But the retreat of the Protoss is pretty full here. Another Ultra's coming in. More Lings to support. Ling Ultra, you know, that's the synchronicity. That's the synergy as one Ultra dies that we like to see. But yeah, I mean, just big hits from Dragoons with +3 attack. Yes, Ultras have a ton of armor, but big swings hit them hard, and that's why they die to things like Archons and Dragoons, who hit big. Kind of slowly, but big. Oh, did that Scanted get killed by splash damage from those Lurkers? Boo. Trying to hold the top of the ramp without any Plague or Dark Swarm on support. Difficulty, challenge, difficult, impossible challenge. Lings, Ultras, come on, no, we didn't know. Man, Shad struggling mightily here. Yeah, so he's going to lose this right side base, which, again, I just feel like this is your better place to go. I don't know if he would have been able to defend it very well, but he's scrapping his way to defending this one. Okay, High Templar gets sniped. Lings dying to Adrenal Lings. or Dragoons dying to Adrenalings with 2-2. A full surround on an Archon means the Archon is dead. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so fully upgraded Lings doing some good stuff to the Protoss. Keeping this base alive. It's upgrading to a lair, I guess, to give it more HP and therefore more survivability. Another robotics facility coming in. One of the answers, as I mentioned previously, to Ultralisks is Reavers. So working on a robotic support bay is going to help you with that for sure. Excellent. Dark Swarm is here. We saw it. Plague might get researched eventually. I'm not sure if it's actually in the toolbox of Shad or not. I like that the Queen's Nest has birthday candles because it looks like a birthday cake. Carbot. I like your stuff quite a bit. His Elden Ring stuff is great. If you've played Elden Ring, Dark Swarm Ling attack into the third base of MaNa. But Zealots come in to save the day. Some Storm helps save the day. 5 kills on that High Templar. I like how the Defiler got left alive for some reason. Like the Zealots didn't bother killing it because they were too busy. Oh no! An Ultralisk surrounded by Zealots is a dead Ultra. Just, it may not be dead yet, but yo. Lings and Ultras coming around to this fourth base over here for MaNa, though not as adequately defended. The High Templar are here, getting 7 kills, but just overwhelming force, preventing the safety of this Nexus. It's going down, but yeah, the hatchery on the right side for the Zerg player is also toast. So a trading of bases has occurred. Zerg player gets knocked down to the 4 bases he was on previously. MaNa gets knocked down to the 3 bases he was on previously. Good, actually, not a bad trade there for Shad. Not going to complain about it. High Templar has enough energy for a Storm. There's 1 Storm available. Oh, this guy's got DT. DT going to be awesome. And then checking to see if there's a base back here. Is Shad? No, there's not. But guess what we do have? We got the drops. We got the drops. We got the drops. High Templar ready to storm wherever these guys are unloading, but it's a moving unload, so you can't really target any one position, actually. Just barely not enough energy for Storm and that High Templar, but now it has enough energy. So Storm is going to be the answer to this death situation here. Lings and Ultras inside your base are never what you want to see. Protoss have nightmares about this scenario. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Ultras are doing some work, I guess. Nope, not re-expanding. Setting up to go into this third. If MaNa loses this base, he's in trouble. Like, Shad's not in a great position, but if MaNa loses this, which it sure looks like he probably is, but bringing an Overlord along to do with these DTs would be amazing. The problem is, a lot of Overlords keep dying over here because of the Corsairs. So the DT's like, save it. DT's like, I got a lot of stuff to kill. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to give it a try. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Dark Templar, 8 kills. Dark Templar, 5 kills. Finally, an Overlord comes in, but it's too late for that. Oh my gosh. Whack. DT getting work done. This is why you bring detection with you in situations like this. Shad does expand to this left side, which is usually a 3rd, but for him, it's a 5th base. There was a Zealot trying to shut it down, but Lings took care of that guy quite nicely, outnumbering him like 20-1. That'll work for Lings, especially Lings with the Adrenal upgrade. And 2-3 upgrades, almost 3-3 there. Coming back around with an Overlord this time. All right, DT's going down. Cannons cannot stand against these almost fully upgraded Cracklings. They are not intended to do so, and they are not. Dude, MaNa needs this base to live because this base is probably toast. How many? Yeah, he's down under 40. Oh, there you go. 43 workers lower than the 44 of Shad at the moment. Nexus down, probes. Some of them might escape. Zealots are trying to cover their retreat here. Storming might kill some of these probes here too, but no, 3 of them managed to escape. And then just enough of a DT Zealot combination to wipe out these Ultralisks. So MaNa loses his 3rd, but gets his 4th back. So he's really actually struggling here quite a bit. He's been on the defensive for the last 10 minutes, it feels like. He hasn't really made any major inroads into taking Shad down, except taking down this 3 o'clock base that he went for. But I don't know. Shad's doing a drone transfer over here to the left side. Come on, Archon's on the way. I do not know if Plague has been researched. Plague would be great here. When your enemy is going for a ton of Zealots and Dragoons, Plague just makes your future engagements perfection. Just so much better for Zerg players than dealing with full HP Zealots. Okay, some of these guys have been fighting Ultras, so they don't have full HP, but, you know, most of them do. 105 to 109 supply. Zerg player's about even in overall supply here, but has a better economy. Just this space alone is providing a better economy. Let's see what MaNa does. MaNa's gathering up some forces, almost like he's going for a recall, but I don't think he has any arbiters today. Not usually something you see a ton of against Zerg, but you do from time to time. Dude, if you missed... Ooh, that was a good game. That was a great game between Mini and Larva earlier this week. There's your plague, the jelly! Well, the jam, the strawberry jam is tossed upon all of these units that were clumped up. Look how he splits them now. It's like, it doesn't really matter now. You already got the plagues on you. Lings get dropped. They get dropped right into the main base of MaNa. Going after some of these gateways. Production facilities are insanely important for anyone in a game of StarCraft. This one DT is like, I will save you. And no, he's not going to, but he's doing an admirable effort. Extremely admirable effort. Ooh, good micro there. Yeah, I don't know. Shad was in a tough place earlier, but you know, he's getting some work done. Going for full upgrades. Overlords come in to see if there's any DTs, and there are not any, and then they die. So that's good. That's good. There aren't any Dark Templar. Swarm. A swarm is up. Legs, Ultras, Hydras, Ultras working together for the betterment of all the Zerg kind right now. Storms are sick. Every elite Protoss player could play storms like they're, you know, they can do it in their sleep. Oh, there are DTs now. Oh my gosh, they're turning the tide in this battle as well. But the Overlords are coming in. Oh, DTs get wiped out. This base is defended by a couple Reavers, which should be enough to handle these Lings and Ultras that are making a massive assault on it right now. Yeah, they're just going to back out. They're like, we don't have enough to kill that. But wiping out a large part of MaNa's army was good. 92 to 78 total supply now. MaNa, even losing a couple gateways here, going to slow down his ability to reproduce and repopulate here. Although he does really only have 200 minerals in the bank, so that's not going to happen very easily, is it? He's not exactly sitting on a huge bank. Keep thinking this is MaNa because it's the same color as MaNa. The critter colors are kind of the same shade of blue that our Protoss is playing with here today. Anywho, this has been pretty good. I gotta say, this has been a good match. Long macro games usually are. It's very rarely a one-sided stomping. It's kind of hard for it to be that, but another drop coming in. Lings, Ultras. Again, not bringing the whole army here. But just, you know, casual Ling Ultra, Dark Swarm. Cannons can't do anything about it. Just trying to keep as many Lings alive for killing gateways later. Killing cannons is not what we're here to do. Ooh, taking down the robotic support bay with these fully upgraded Ultras. Child's play. Maybe trying to get out here, back out. Oh, Defiler died. Ride's leaving. You guys are here to fight now. We're going to fight this one Archon because that's all we can see. Burp. Burp. Another attack on the left side here. Setting up for the... Dude, if MaNa loses this, is he done? Is he toast to root? He's... Yeah, I don't know. It'd be one... Oh, he decides to go this way. I mean, 3 Reavers is going to be hard for a Ling Ultra ball to crack. So I get it. I do. There's no Reavers in the natural base. If you just want to go to the natural and start wiping out the main, that might not be a terrible idea from Shad here. Keeps getting supply blocked by these Corsairs, though. You know, we keep replacing the Corsair ball a little bit. He's not going crazy with them. They don't even have it. Oh, they have +1 attack. Man, the supply block. Further supply blocked. And it's not like Shad's sitting on 4,000 minerals here. He's got 500. Spending 200 minerals to get another couple Overlords is not easy. Yo. But yeah, thanks to everybody out there who supports the channel, however you do, hitting the like button, subscribing to me, being a patron of mine on patreon.com/FalconPaladin for as little as $1 a month. Appreciate all you guys. Ooh, almost a full surround on that Ultra, but he slips out. The Lings are too dumb to run away. Plaguing the Corsairs is nice. And then here comes everybody else. Legs, Ultras, Hydras. The Corsairs need to go. They're gonna die. They're plagued, and there are Hydralisks down here with 2 upgrades. Only +2 attack, but still. Look at Shad taking this bottom. He's expanding to MaNa's 3rd base location. MaNa's taking this back safe base. I think I might have mentioned that earlier, but anyway. Yes, thanks everyone who's a patron. Love you all very much. You can also support me here on YouTube if you don't support Patreon, which some of you do not, I know. Just by clicking the join button down below, becoming a channel member, which gives you a super cool green name and fun little icons next to your name and access to special channel emojis that you can toss out and other people can't, making you a very special human being indeed. That's for as little as a couple bucks a month. Different tiers are available there. And then just for one-time donations, you can hit the Super Thanks button down below, which is a heart. Allows you to just use your Google Play account or whatever to send me a thanks on a one-time basis instead of recurring, which a lot of people appreciate. They don't like recurring support, and I understand that too. And then finally, PayPal. Some people like to support me out at paypal.com under the email address, falconpaladin@gmail.com, for those types of things. All right. What do we got? Lings, scouting around, seeing what's what. Just a couple High Templar down here. 93 to 116 supply. MaNa's pulled ahead in supply here. Going for a lot of DTs, Zealots, High Templar, Reavers, Corsairs. It's good. It's a good comp against what we're seeing here, this Ling Ultra stuff for sure. And continuing to supply block Shad, it just makes it so he can't really get a huge bank out, despite the number of bases that he's rolling with here. He's only on 41 drones, but he's really only got 3 bases for mining right now, and 41 drones is going to be pretty good for that, especially considering this third has already been mined out a bit by MaNa from being here earlier, you know. Don Chano, 1,500 minerals on the completely unspoiled, untaken mineral patches here. Yeah, I mean, he's supply blocked. Shad is supply blocked now. And he gets further supply blocked. Oh, but you're plagued. Careful with spores, man. Look at that static defense from Shad. Supply blocked. MaNa staying in this game by supply blocking Shad. He is. Some more Scourge here I think would be good. More Lings running in. Observatory Snipe. That's an easy to kill target. Very low HP. And the probes on this gas getting wiped out. It's a depleted assimilator, but you still get a couple gas per trip, even if it's depleted. And in this kind of a game, you want it. Ooh, the support bay. The Ultras are trying to kill it earlier, and the Lings get it done. Actually, I think they did kill it earlier. Oh, taking down the Cybernetics core for... Well, actually, at this point, what do we need the Cyber core for? I guess if you want to make more Stargates, sure, but the Citadel here is really what matters, as well as the Templar Archives for the tech pass. If you want to make, I don't know. I guess you can't make more robotics facilities if you lost your Cyber core. Oh, he consumes an Overlord so that he can plague the Nexus and a couple of these probes. Somehow some of these probes got plagued, but not these cannons? How's that even possible? I don't understand plague radius. That confuses me quite a bit. Alright. Trying to hold the left side with a handful of Lings as Shad. No. You're not expecting... Man, if Shad gets this base, it's over. Oh, he did just wipe out. He's retaking the third base. The handful of DTs and Zealots, while a left side attack comes up for MaNa. That's pretty effective, too, at preventing Shad from expanding down here. Keep thinking these are Protoss units, but they're not. I'm sure you guys feel the same way. And MaNa's like, this is my base. 9 o'clock is mine. I need it to win this game. Oh. Shad's back, taking that third base of MaNa. Not good. Not good, saith the caster. There are a couple Scourge out, but only enough to kill one of the Corsairs, I guess. Plague? Plague-oo, plague-oo. Plague-oo, plague-oo. Coming up the other way, though, for the flank is Shad. Reavers in the mix. Ultralisks right on top of them, though. That's where they want to be. Does that Plague catch more stuff? I don't know. Plague Zealots are a lot easier to deal with. Reavers want to be back. There you go. Reavers getting some big swings off here. But also not really fast enough to run away, but... Ugh. Yeah, okay. Not fast enough to run away, period. DT's in the mix. Corsairs making sure that Overlords can't be here to kill his beloved Dark Templar, which have been used to great effect today. Look how many DTs he's got. He's just kind of DT Corsairing his way throughout this entire game. It's not just DT Corsair, obviously. It's Corsairs, but a heavy amount of Corsairs and DTs mixed in with the Dragoons and the Zealots. I mean, you're heavily outnumbered, sir. I know you're smiling and everything, but... what a waste. Completely throwing an Ultralisk away here. 99 to 78 supply. MaNa is up. He's got a smaller number of workers, but he's really only mining from 2 bases. I don't know how many workers you need in that situation. Destination is not somewhere that you can just casually get, 8 bases and call it a day. Hard to do. You really have to start taking bases from your enemy, and by that point, you can just beat him anyway. So largely defending his newer source of income here is MaNa, which means his fourth base is less defended, but defended enough against the handful of Lings and Hydras that exist here. Are you really? This is not enough for what? Okay. So Shad decides to mount a really ill-advised attack on this base. Loses a ton of Overlords, loses Lings and Hydras, really doesn't make a dent in what MaNa is trying to do over here at the 9 o'clock. I really think setting up to kill this base would have been an easier task. These Corsairs, I mean, they may be plagued, but they're doing fine. 3 kills, 3 kills, 3 kills, 5 kills. And although some of those are maybe Scourge, but a lot of those are Overlords that are being killed. And Shad, not supply blocked anymore because he just threw away a ton of units trying to take down this 9 o'clock, which he couldn't do with the available army. Just a thought. Little atmospheric Protoss music going on here. I mean, one of the best video game soundtracks of all time. The BroodWar soundtrack. I'm sure you guys agree with me because you're BroodWar fans. If I said that in like a Halo setting, people would be like, nah, come on, bro. I mean, in the Halo soundtrack is sick. There's some really good stuff in there. I'm actually playing through the Halo Infinite co-op campaign out at twitch.tv/Falcon Paladin right now on Friday nights. If you want to come check it out, me and Summicron are 2 teaming it. It's been okay. I don't know. It's not great. And sometimes they bust out like the Halo CE music, and it bothers me because I'm like, you're not earning this music. This is epic music from a game that was epic, right? The original Halo is one of the greatest games of all time, and it earned its epic music. I just don't think Infinite ever does. I'm like, you can't, no, stop. You can't stand where they stood. Stop using this track here. It's not fair. You're cheating. Anywho. All right, little attempt. Can we Dark Swarm here? Yes. But not covering all of the cannons. I don't know. Maybe a perfect Dark Swarm could have covered all of the cannons? Probably not. Some Zealots respond anyway. No big deal. Yeah, I don't know. Shad is just kind of in love with these smaller, lower econ attacks. He does bring in some Hydras and Ultras to try to get the job done as well. This might be MaNa losing his main, actually. Okay. No, free High Templar, bad. Man, the number of Ultras that have died for free have been bad for Shad, but that's like 3 or 4 HTs that went down without really getting any value at all. Okay. Oh, MaNa tries to respond with some army, just catches a plague. He's like, this base is not worth defending all that much either, but all the production's in the main. This is not a ZV or a PBT where losing your main is something you're used to, but okay. Yeah, all right. So the army's responding. 2 Reavers show up. Little smiling worms. And like, what do we do? I don't know. We've got Overlord, so DTs can't instantly just murder us anymore. That's a benefit if you're Shad right now. But a handful of Ling. Oh, this Ling getting in here. There's a lot of DPS on this Ling, man. Could easily take it out. Where is that Scarab going? Oh, and an Ultra that's way out there. Yeah, man, look, no. Ultras trickling in to fight a Zealot DT Reaver army is not how Ultras are supposed to be used. Shad, my buddy, my friend. Well, they set the tech tree back to the Stone Age. Citadel's gone. Do we have a new Cyber Core anywhere? Yes. New Cyber Core is coming in, but we are restarting the whole tech tree from scratch at this point. Oh my gosh, sniping these Reavers would be a sick play, but no! Not enough Zerg to do it. Getting one of the Reavers was nice, but still 100 HP on that guy. He wasn't going to die anytime soon. So, alright, Shad really needs to send some guys down here to mine at this bottom right third base of MaNa's. Does he have a ton of idle... He's only got 33 drones. He doesn't have a ton of idle drones. I keep expecting to look at one of his bases and find like 10 drones just kind of sitting around, but nope. This is just scrappy, man. This is scrappity-tastic. I don't think anyone's been maxed out today. Which, that's kind of what happens in the foreigner games, you know? Here comes Shad. No, the DTs when there's detection available. Ah! Enough Hydras to ward away the Corsairs, which, again, refuse to die. There are 6 Corsairs out. How are there that many? Okay, and then Shad says, I'm here to finish off what's left in your main base. Maybe I can supply block you. That would be nice. There's actually a lot of pylons up here. And, oh, he's supply block. Shad supply block, so he says, let me give you a taste of my pain, MaNa. And there's really nothing to stop it. Huh. 106 to 104 supply. And now MaNa's supply blocked. I think for the first time today, quite possibly. This bottom left, which is supposed to be a safe base. Sometimes it's not safe. Sometimes all your probes die and your Nexus gets killed by Lings and Ultras. Alright, sweet. So MaNa's surviving really here. He's just kind of turtled up in this area. Nobody has any money. MaNa's got 1,400 minerals, which is actually not bad. But he's on 1 base of income, whereas the Zerg player's on 2, 3. This is a 3v1 income scenario. High Templar trying to save this 4th base of MaNa's, but 2 minutes. That's a 34 kill High Templar, dude. Wow, 34 kills is a big number for an HT. Yeah, all right. So MaNa lives here now, and it's a 3 to a base to a 1 base scenario, which seems untenable for a Protoss player to try and handle. I'm gonna use that word. I don't think it's impossible, again, because I think MaNa's the better player here. Dude, look at these. Plagues up the ramp, catches a single zealot with it. See, how does this gateway not get plagued? How does this zealot who's hugging the gateway not get plagued? I don't understand plague in this game. Is it bugged? This is a lot of Corsairs. Is there anything defending this base from an incoming Reaver drop? Reaver drop. No, but you know what? The saving grace here for Shad is there aren't that many drones here either. Why is he coming all the way down here? Is he trying to... Oh, Plague in the Dark Templar. That's not something you see a lot, man. Plague on DTs. Very fun stuff. Greater Spire from Shad. He's like, okay, I can Guardian my way to victory here. Can you, though? Can you really? Look at, why are you high? Okay, I was going to save. You just sit back. No. Why are you sitting in the corner? You're a Reaver. Well, a Reaver drop. You should not. Okay. I don't understand the motivation here, but 124 to 104 supply, 30 to 30 workers, but 30 probes on 1 base is not exactly what you want. At all. Another Overlord down. Just, you know, it's tough being an Overlord in this game. Another Overlord down. MaNa just getting as much income as he can from this 1 base. I don't know. Shad's got 3 mineral patches over here at his 4th or his 5th. He's got the 3 o'clock mining with a bunch of cash on that one, and then down here too. I think coming up this ramp with Lings and Ultras and Hydras is just not a good idea. There's 4 Reavers in the mix. There's DTs in here too. High Templar sitting around. At least 4 of them. Then if you try to drop in here, the Corsairs will burn down your Overlords before they get close. He's trying to take down that gateway with his Hydralisk. I don't know. I say let MaNa hang out. I say let him get all this money he wants. Let him sit on his island and turtle. Oh, plaguing. That's a good plague. Okay, that's a good plague. Plaguing everything inside is fine. I support that from Shad, but trying to come up this ramp at all, or this ramp is bad. Just take all the cash you have available to you. Get as much money as you can. And then make him come down the ramp. Come to you. Although, I don't know. That's kind of a stalemate situation, isn't it? If Shad is like, you come here, and MaNa's like, no, you come here, then who wins? How do we get a winner here? Okay, another plague. That's a good one. That catches 2 cannons, a High Templar, a Zealot, and a Gateway. Yeah, just plague everything. Make everything on fire. Protoss don't like it when their stuff's on fire. It makes them uncomfortable. See? See all this fire? Good. Oh, Reavers are like, hey, you saturated your base. Die! Get out of there. Pick the drones up. You have drops. I guess they're only attacking the hatchery. It's fine. You can have the hatchery. Go ahead. Use scarabs to kill it. It costs you money. This represents money that should be Shad's. Ooh, Guardians could defend real nice. Look how happy Guardians are. We got Guardians in his EVP. Not something we see a lot. Usually it's bad. Okay, another plague. Lurker's gonna get this gate. Never mind. Lurker gets stormed to death. What was I thinking? How silly of me. Alright, so Hydras and Altars are here. Shad has enough money to re-expand. It's worth it to re-expand here because there's at least 1,000. I don't know, maybe 2,000 minerals here. And I don't know, maybe just long distance mine, right? Says Shad. Kind of a pained emoticon face. I don't know what that's called particularly. Look how the Overlord comes up to provide this no! Bad Ultra! Bad! Provided vision to get a plague off on some stuff that was already plagued largely. That was not great. That was not great. Overlord says, what are we dealing with? A lot of DTs and Corsairs and stuff. He has more supply than you do at the moment. Another plague. It's a little overkill. Like I said, most everything here that's been plagued is already as plagued as they can get plagued. I guess the observatory is taking some damage. Where is that dropship? It's over here. 6 kills and 2 kills on those Reavers. So we're 45 minutes in. And we're going to mine out Destination today, aren't we? Not something we've seen a lot of in the history of the Falcon Paladin BroodWar channel, but it's going to happen here nonetheless. Why are you setting, what? MaNa's like, who needs probes, I guess? What is going on? He doesn't, is he freeing up supply? Oh my gosh, they're gonna kill a Hydralist. No, they're not. That Hydra's got 3 armor. There's just, you're not getting through that, probes. I guess he just doesn't have a ton more room for pylons, so he can't make ton more supply, so he's killing like all of his probes so he can make more army units. Kurwa, says MaNa. I've seen that word before. I don't know what it means. Is that a curse word? Really, most of the Polish I know comes from the Poland Ball comic thing. There's a subreddit for it, and I'm sure it exists elsewhere on the internet, but just poorly drawn little circle men with color schemes representing the flags of their countries. So like there's a Poland ball and a USA ball and a Germany ball and a Brazil ball and stuff. Yeah, you can't win this with Plague. Like, I really support the concept of Plague. Ooh, good snipe on that Defiler. That's big. That's really nice. But yeah, and like, what I like about Poland Ball is the poorly drawn in MS Paint art style. There's something appealing about that. And then, other countries that aren't native English speakers, like in America and England speak English. But everybody else speaks more of like an English kind of a thing, like a broken English style. And I like that a lot too. Anyway, I guess we're talking about Poland Ball, because nothing much is happening here. Okay, got a Dragoon in exchange for an Overlord. I don't know if that's good trades. 138 to 118 supply. Shad's he's just hanging. He's like, I live here now. Oh, did that drop try to go back in and I missed it? I bet it did. Storm the Swarm! That's how we do here. No, stop fighting the Zealot who's invulnerable, please. Thank you. And he pulls back. That's so good for MaNa. That's so good from MaNa. The Ultra comes in. The Zealot who was in a hold position, boom, gets back inside. I guess he doesn't have a lot else to micro at the moment, you know? Did he lose those 2 Reavers in that shuttle? It seems like he did. There's 1 Reaver here. There's 2 Reavers here, but I think there were 4 before. I guess the Scourge wiped out the shuttle. There's a couple down here. Look how, like, permanently screaming they are. Getting a Dark Archon, 2 Dark Archons, and Argus Talisman. MaNa, what are we doing right now? What? Look at this DT staring at the camera. Got 5 Dark Archon next to him, a Reaver showing his butt. There's another Dark Archon over here. Is his plan just to mind control units that try to kill him? Corsairs are hunting. They take another plague, but they've already been plagued. They're immune. It's like vaccinations. You're already got a little bit of the disease, so now you're immune to it. That's what re-plaguing is. Yeah, so at this point, we're just going to mine out the entire map. These mineral patches are going to go. These mineral patches are going to stay because MaNa is oversaturating his assimilator with extra probes instead of just getting these remaining minerals. I don't know why he's not doing that. It would free up room for more pylons. I guess this... Oh, mind controls an Ultra. It's mine now. Okay. Okay, this is getting an epic tag now. We're mind controlling Ultralisks. MaNa is. Oh, mind control a critter and use it as a spy. MaNa, eyebrows raised. A queen within researching Ensnare. Spawn Broodling! Nice, get out of there. Get out of there, queen. Yeah, the Hydras need to be here, so the queen can go back, pull back to the Hydras, so it doesn't have to run. At least not run all the way out. Yeah, this game right here, getting an epic tag. End of the question. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. The Guardians are going to try to push in. They're going to catch some storms, and the Corsairs will kill them so fast. Because these are 0/0 Guardians. They don't have any upgrades. What are they supposed to... Oh, they're even clumped up, too. Mind controlling the Guardians! And then getting it... Oh, almost got it back inside. Storm, storm, storm. High Templar dies, but like 3 Guardians die. Economically, good trade. Good trade from MaNa. Dude, these... I don't think I've ever seen a group of units plagued more often than this group of Corsairs. Why did you just donate that Guardian? Shad, friend. Oh, we made some Devourers now. I really don't think you need Devourers at this stage of the game. Look at this turtling by MaNa, though. It's pretty good. It's not like he has a maxed out army either. Spawn Broodling. Run! Ah, it was a trap. Now you got the grape jelly on you, Corsairs. How do you like that? Oh, man. We just spent a lot of time getting debuffed today, huh? And dead Guardian. And dead Queen. Oh, gets a Spawn Broodling out on a Dragoon. So Spawn Broodling versus Mind Control is... Oh, good snipe on a Corsair there. That was nice. Okay, I kind of like this Queen idea. You just Spawn Broodling down the High Templar as they come out. The Dragoons, the DTs, whatever high value targets you can get. You can't Spawn Broodling Archons, Dark Archons, or Light Archons. Or the Reavers, because they're robotic. Dark Archons are ready to mind control. Yep, they got plenty of energy for that. So they're gonna... Oh, mind controlled a Lurker. Mind controlled another Lurker. Catching a plague on an Archon. Doesn't care about that either. And baiting some Lings up the ramp so that they can die. Okay. So Zerg's out of income. He has no mineral patches remaining available to him. To get any more, he has to kill the Protoss, and the game's over at that point anyway. Keeps shuffling shieldless, energyless Dark Archons to the back. They just snipe an Obs? They sniped an Obs. And they mind-controlled a Guardian who's going to die to these 3/3 Hydras. Because again, no armor upgrades on those Guardians. We're making more? They just keep dying to Psionic Storm and mind-controlled. Mind controls a Defiler, instantly dies. This is basically killing it. Nieto, says MaNa. I mean, I don't think that's a laughing emoji. It's more of a pained expression. I don't know how to explain it. Another plague on stuff that's been plagued oh so many times, and then he's just not willing to stay in range of these Hydras and die. Because you don't have to, because Corsairs are fast. The stalemate is real, ladies and gentlemen. We are looking at... Okay, snipes and Obs. Devour dies, though. He's just not getting that many clean trades. Shad isn't. He's gotten some really clean spawn broodling escapes. But every time he comes in with these Devourers or the Guardians, something dies. Another... Look, I swear this is like the 100th... The 100th Overlord that has died in this game. Devourer attack rate is way too slow to get another volley off there. I'm sorry. Hey, look, this gateway might actually die. It's been plagued 17 times. But hey, there you go. Oh, Acid Spored and Ensnared are these Corsairs. I don't think you still want to come up here. I kind of feel like the answer should have been like 12 Guardians split all the way out here, right? So they're not stacked at all. Storms can't kill any more than one of them at a time, with Hydras supporting when the Corsairs come out. I think that would have done it from Shad here, but he's spending money on Devourers and... Mind controls another Guardian, who dies for daring to get mind controlled from these Devourers, and these Ultras are just useless. Ground Assault, no. And I mean, the good thing about the Guardian Hydra thing is that... the Guardians can't get hit by Reavers. And if you want to mind control every one of the Guardians, you gotta have way too many Dark Archons for that. Yeah, I think he just needed more Guardians to bust this. Dark Swarm's not going to do a lot in this scenario with too many Reavers on the ground. Too many Zealots on the ground, DTs on the ground too, right? I do think plaguing everything was smart. And Spawn Broodlings have been on point here, but protecting those High Templar on the left side. Another dead Overlord. Man, oh, Terry and his entire extended family has died today. It's bad. Ooh, feedback. Catching a Defiler down there. Nice. Got a little feedback play from that Dark Archon. Oh, there's a feedback, but he already used his energy to plague, so he didn't take that much damage. Nice. That's what feedback does. We do not see feedback a lot, right? Feedback is a very rarely used spell, but it takes the energy you have and converts it to damage to you. It's pretty good. We do see it against Defiler sometimes from Protoss. But other than that, there's not a ton of use for it. Oh, feedback to Queen. Didn't have enough energy to die, though. See, that's the problem with feedback is, if there's a ton of energy, then yeah, you'll kill the target on spellcasters, because they have low HP anyway. But if they don't have a ton of energy, then it doesn't do enough to kill them, as we can see here on this Defiler. They've used their energy recently, especially. So this is just a micro challenge right now. Who has the better micro? Because this is not about macro. Everyone's cash is gone. Shad is broke. MaNa's got 800 minerals. Queen. Oh, escapes with 6 HP. No way. And the Devourers. They're just slow and they attack slow. This game is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. This game is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Free Defiler. For some reason, he wandered up that way. I don't know why. Dobra, Willas, Bomin Wakurias. Shad's favorite face here today. Brave Dark Archon. Mind controls an Ultralisk and says, get home, Ultralisk, buddy. Get home. Yeah, I mean, it's too late now. You can't make 12 Guardians with 50 minerals. I just don't think Shad has the composition he needs to win this game, nor is he capable of generating the composition he needs to win this game. It's pretty awesome, though. I mean, a lot of Dark Archon play. We've gotten feedback and mind control. We've gotten Ensnare and Spawn Broodling. We've gotten Devourers. We've gotten everything in this game. I think every single Zerg and Protoss unit, except Carriers and Arbiters, have popped out today. Am I right about that? Let me know in the comments. Again, I read every comment anyone ever makes on this channel, so if you tell me Falcon, there's also another unit that wasn't made in this game, I'll see. I love how mind control puts a little heart above the target that is mind controlled. Like they just fall in love with the Protoss at that point. Oh, free Hydras. Yeah, and Shad's just too sloppy. He keeps allowing units to get dragged up here through aggro and just donating them for no value at all. Oh, see? Heart. He displays his love and affection for the Protoss, and then his Zerg friends kill him for it. Yeah, Banks here, right? We're basically even on supply. MaNa's got the high ground. He's got the tech. He's got the Reavers he needs. Look at all those Reavers, too. He's made more in the meantime. So if there's ever an attempt of just Ultra Ling to get up here, it's not working. Way too many Reavers behind all of this Sim City. Any Ultras try to get through here are just not going to be allowed to. Plus, there are Ultras supporting the Protoss now. Look at this Guardian getting work done. Shad's sending drones in for unknown reasons. He doesn't need it for supply because he doesn't have anything for supply. Yeah, I don't really have an answer for that one. Strange choice from Shad for sure. Is Defiler really trying to get a plague angle? Hey, got one. This is definitely one of the silliest games I've ever cast. Just from... Usually in games like this, it feels like there's a path forward for one of the players. But sometimes there's not. Sometimes you look at it, you analyze it, you figure out what you're looking at. And you say, the ground assault's impossible. Oh, they got a Dark Archon and a... Okay. And a Dragoon. Just a handful of Lings there. That wasn't the worst trade ever. Shad needs like 17 more of those, though. Gets up the ramp, gets a plague off. Everything that is plagued has been plagued previously. Just replaguing the same thing over and over has no value. This is all about value. Look, StarCraft is a lot of the time about value. But in this situation, in this match especially, it is all about value. This Ultralisk just like, hey guys, glad to be part of the team. Oh, feedback on a queen that didn't have enough energy to kill her. Yeah, mind control seems better. It's a guaranteed removal of the unit from the map. Oh, there's another plague on those guys, on those Corsairs. Dead. Wiggle Defiler. What are you doing, Defiler? Okay. Gets a Dark Swarm up. Gets another Dark Swarm up. Ultra. Oh, he's going for it. Shad's coming in. But like I said, yes, he has a lot of Ultras, but they're taking Storms. They're taking Zealot attacks. The Reavers are coming forward to try to get some shots off. The defensive Ultras are trying to do what they can here for MaNa. This guy is stuck behind a million things. The Sim City goes two ways. Ultras bouncing back and forth. Can Shad... No way can Shad break this. There's like 7 Reavers here. And all you've got are Hydras and Ultras. Reavers, the ultimate unit for Protoss. Well, got a lot of armor on you. But that Guardian helped kill you with a smile on its face, too. So that's it. We're done. 33 supply for Shad. 37 for MaNa. The thing with Reavers is, if we run out of cash, MaNa says, draw? No, says Shad. Ni. Wigralam. He doesn't want to draw. He thinks he can do this. With the power of a handful of lings, a single Ultralisk, a Queen, and a Devourer. There's just... Nope. Nobody, nope, nope, nope. I'm not even sure killing the Templar Archives helps you at all. Okay, Ultra dead, Ling's dead. Mind controls... something? I don't know what he got there, actually. Plague on the Devourer. I mean, the Guardian here. Devourer is dead. That's it, man. Shad, you got nothing left, sir. You tried your best. You didn't succeed. It happens to the best of us. So what do we got here? A DT, a Zealot, a DT, 2 Dragoons that are heavily plagued several times over. Actually, this guy's newly plagued. And now he's plagued as much as he can get. And some Reavers. And I think that's it. At this stage of the game, there's no way Shad could kill MaNa. He's down 41 to 21 supply. Fully more than half of Shad's army are drones, which they're coming up to be conscripted into the army and maybe get consumed. Dude, you... Okay, Shad, you're... This is a meme. Oh my gosh. DT says, you're not the threat. You are the threat. Single Defiler gets picked up and saved. 41 to 14 supply. So all MaNa really has to do is kind of wander around with his Dragoons, and that's it. Maybe use the Reavers on these Sunkens, right? Because that might be... MaNa says, we're Grillim? Not really, says Shad. He responds in English. I need someone who can speak Polish for me to translate today. But I cast alone. Be funny if I found a co-caster who like spoke 8 different languages. They could just translate chat for me when it pops up. Okay. So that's really it, right? I mean, we're looking at a Zerg player who has 3 drones, some Overlords. He's got a Defiler in one of them. He's got a pair of Scourge. And that's it. It's like 4 drones, a Defiler, a Hydralisk, a Ling, a Defiler, and a Queen. That's the start of a joke. MaNa needs to save his minerals for Reaver shots, for Scarabs. Oh, the Guardian could do work against these Sunkens too. Oh, Scourge. Kill the Guardian, though. Okay. Okay. That makes it harder to kill the Sunkens now. Especially if they're supported by detection. DTs could do it if there's no detection around. The Sunkens, I think, are just the biggest thing in between MaNa and victory here. And they seem to be all moderately protected by detection. Oh, Spawn Broodling. See, now look. Spawn Broodling's great if you're dealing with these Dragoons or the Zealots or the High Templar, but it doesn't kill the Reavers, which are kind of the threat right now. Another, okay. So the Overlord Massacre today, this cast is rated R for severe Overlord deaths and violence against Overlords. Holy cow. I don't know that I've ever seen as many Overlords dead in a single game as the one today. Shad has 83 supply available. Somehow, hatcheries don't provide that much supply. How? I guess he's got 2 Overlords here, 1 over here. He's gonna lose these 3, though. I don't know what 67 is from Shad. He does not have 67 of anything. That does not represent any number that's real for him right now. Oh my gosh. The sheer number of Overlords. Ugh. 37 to 10 supply. So once the Overlords are dead, I guess the plan is to send the DTs around and just see what you can find. This is a stupid epic game, but I'm enjoying it a lot. I still think MaNa's had this one since about the hour mark, maybe a few minutes before that. Because Shad just completely flubbed his 3-1 base advantage. Bob the Zealot going out for a jog. Getting that cardio in. Good job, Bob. Never get tired. Your cardio is insanely good. Wes E. Ogle. Wes W. Ogle. This is Shad. BM says Shad. MaNa laughs about it. Yeah, I don't know what any of this means except for the emoticons, which I know what those all mean. I'm doing great with those. I'm an old person. Yeah, emoticons. Before emojis were around, youngins. Although nobody's watching this who's like under 30, right? You guys remember emoticons, and that's all we had available to us. Everything was just text, 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 text. This drone is hovering a ball of Vespene gas in front of it, not holding it. He's holding it there with his mind, with telekinesis. And he explodes, because he was carrying Vespene. 39-9 total supply. MaNa holding on to 70 minerals. Dark Archon. Oh, getting the... Oh, mine. There it is. There's that heart again. Gets the Overlord. Does he only have one Dark Archon remaining? Oh my gosh. I didn't realize they were all dead. Are they talking about a draw? I really don't think so here. Look at him using his Overlord to scout out. That's perfect. That's perfect. Where's the one Hydralisk? Here it is. Here's the Hydra. Here's the Defiler. They're willing to make their last stand here. But really, all it takes is a Reaver. I mean, come on. Let's be serious right now. Reaver, bam. Reaver, bam. Every Reaver shot costs money, and MaNa's only got 70 minerals in the bank. It's a little dicey. I would have... Oops, spawn Broodling on a Dark Templar. Broodlings chomping away. They've got +3 attack, man. They're doing some damage to the shields on those Templar Archives. Fully doing some damage there. A Corsair left? Since when does he have a Corsair left? Just as Lepsy. They've done more talking in this game for the last half an hour than action. Come on, Shad. MaNa's just got to move out, dude. You're not going to get ambushed by anything. Your Reavers can't be killed by spawn Broodling. And there's a Hydra left. The Reavers are invincible. I promise. I promise they are. Okay, okay. I think we're moving out. He's bringing an Overlord for detection in case there's a Lurker running around he doesn't know about. Okay, he's got a Zealot and a Dragoon to deal with smaller threats that it might exist. He's got his own private Overlord, a Dark Archon, a Zealot, a Dragoon, a Reaver. Nope. Didn't bring his Reaver with him. A High Templar? A High Templar if necessary. And a Corsair. Okay, he's feeling braver. He's running around out on the map. It's like Shad doesn't have anything at all. And then he comes home because an Overlord of Shad's wandered in. Whatever. Don't worry about that one. Yeah, man, all of these, all the things I'm saying sound like a joke. Jack to Jack. Stupid Jazz keep winning. You guys, I get it. You're an adorable upstart young team with a lot of young talent. You're not championship contenders, nor will you be with this group. You need like an MVP candidate. You get those by getting top 3 draft picks, and you get those by losing. Drive me crazy, Jazz. Come on. Stop winning games. Start, like, trade Clarkson, trade Conley. Get some young talent back for it. Let's lose some ball games, guys. All right, DT starting the slow work of single-handedly taking down every building that the Zerg player has on the map. There are a few of them. Does he always do front flips when he attacks buildings? Nope. Depend on the angle he's attacking from. Like if it's from a diagonal angle, does it always like a front flip? I don't actually know how that animation works for the Carbot Dark Templar. Oh, mind controlled. The Hydra. Oh, is that the Hydra? That's the Hydra. Okay. So now all of the mobile anti-air belongs to MaNa. And that's it. We're done. Shad is a believer, man. Couple broodlings attacking this Dark Archon. Dude. Ooh. Okay, so drone's dying. Overlord down. Just to add to the body count here. Is that a queen? Oh, she did get a spawn broodling. She's got 5 kills. Not bad. What did she kill? I don't know. We show you how it's done, says the Dark Templar, yeah, Dark Templar. Caught another plague, huh? Can he load stuff? He can load stuff into the Overlord because it's researched transport. Is this the thumbnail? Overlord transporting a Dragoon, a Dark Templar, and a Zealot? There are a lot of potential thumbnails for this game, I gotta say. Main base getting wiped out. Shad, buddy. I've got 2 spores, 2 sunkens, 2 spores, with 2 queens. Oh, and a queen. I don't know. Is he trying to fake MaNa out by telling him he has more than he has? Maybe. Maybe so. This poor Hive looks like his nose has some kind of a cold situation going on. Okay, main base gone for Shad. That's 2 bases down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to go. With your little band of misfits. Mind controlling that. Oh, he spawned brutaling the Hydralisk. It's missing. I was trying to figure out what was missing from MaNa's army, and it was the Hydralisk. He gets it mind controlled, and then he spawned broodlings it like a couple minutes later. That's what it was. So yeah, like I said, this game's been lost for a while. Shad's just enjoying hanging out with his buddy, chitter-chattering about who knows what. MaNa seems to be having a pretty good time with it. Happy little larva. They'll die off creep. And they'll be left to that fate today. They look like protozoa or something. Okay, this base has a couple Sunkens at it. You're going to need some Reaver support for that one. Or, never mind, there's no detection. So the DTs are going to have a great time here today. Are there no Overlords left? There is an Overlord left, but he's not in the right spot. Wait, I have an Overlord, he says. Hold on. He should have thought about that before he sent the Overlord over there. Dude, Shad has made way too many mistakes to win this game. Far too many mistakes to possibly win this game. Oh, mind control on the Overlord, of course. Now he's got two. And I think that's it. I think that's all for Overlords for our guy Shad. Oh, he's got one down here. My goodness. Okay, so he's got one down here where his queen's hanging out with enough energy for a spawn broodling. Could try to sneak back in and spawn broodling a Dragoon. But maybe that's why the Dragoons are being hidden inside Overlords, because then it doesn't work. Smart play. Uh-oh. Larva's running out of time. Blah! All these larvae, too. Look at them. Look at all these larvae go. No, larva, you're running out of real estate. Okay. Oh, there you go. Reaver down the detection. The DTs couldn't clear everything else out. So we're just being real casual here. Shad is just being an absolute pain in the butt. Like, this is the equivalent of a Terran floating his buildings off to the corners of the map. When they've clearly lost the game, they just want to waste everyone's time. Yeah, this game should have been an hour long, but instead we're at an hour and 22 minutes. Which, you know, standard stuff. See, they're doing flips now. There's got to be specific angles that if you're seeing them from that angle, they do flips every time. And if you're seeing them from a different angle, they just do regular attacks instead of trying to be super cool. Man, Polish people who are watching this are having a blast. They're like, this conversation is hilarious. Maybe. It might be hilarious. It might just be dumb. Okay, extractor gone. Hatch gone. It's got to Reaver down a sunken, or a spore here. And then maybe unload Reavers down this way and get the spore here and then finish this off. And then same thing. Reaver here. Reaver like... oh, Sunken. Can Sunken reach there? Reaver here? It's tricky. It's a tricky spot to hit that spore, but I have faith that MaNa can figure it out. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Oh, we're gonna play. Yep. Ooh, a plague. Ooh, the claw. He's trying to get in range of the spore. Oh, he doesn't. Nope. He's like, gee. Okay, we're gonna send non-plagued Reaver in, which can't be spawn broodling. And it's such an awkward angle. No, Carbot, says MaNa. Fail. Yeah, it's an awkward angle to get in. It definitely should be able to sit on this bridge and hit that spore, but the Reaver's like, no, I must get closer because my AI is stupid. and took a spore hit, or a sunken hit, which is not great. You don't want to take sunken hits. This is bad. It's bad news. MaNa didn't mine out the rest of his minerals here. He's got a couple Reavers back home, each with five Scarabs. So he's got enough. Dark Archon. Scouting out this part of the map. Okay, so we can put Reavers here and be fine, he says. Let's go. Shad says, no! Dawash! That's the sound that emoticon makes. Is oh, gosh. Okay, don't just lose the Overlord, though. Yeah, Dragoons. Oh! Oh, he feedbacked the Queen. That's what that sound was. While the Dragoons are taking down that spore, Queen's gone. All I got left is a Defiler, some Sunkens, and a couple spores. And a drone. That's it. Nice feedback. 3 kills on this Dark Archon. 3! That's like significantly over average for Dark Archons in StarCraft. Says you don't have any more Scarabs? Shad's like, yeah, if you don't have any more Scarabs, you can't do this. But he does. He does have more Scarabs. They're back home even. He's got Scarabs here, and he's got Scarabs. He got enough Scarabs to defeat you, Shad. Shad doesn't believe it. Shad's not going to be intimidated into quitting, despite the fact that he has 0 army units at the moment. Good plague. I mean, the Overlord's already dead anyway, but nothing can kill it. I guess a Spore certainly could. A Spore certainly could kill it. This drone's like, trade a Scarab for me. And MaNa's like, no. Dragoons here. Okay, for now, Dragoons here. Yeah, MaNa has to be very careful. DT got him. Sniped! Pan says, no! I like how they both make the same face. This is a very, very useful emoticon. It expresses both the feeling of killing your opponent's final drone and the experience of losing your final drone with the same emoticon. It makes no sense. I'm sorry, says MaNa. Is I'm sorry in Polish so much worse than it is in English? Why is that in English? Don't get it. Don't be getting it. A couple Overlords here. 17 available supply. Corsair getting some free hits off, though. Ow, 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 ow. It's the final countdown, says MaNa. MaNa's English is really good. But he's speaking to a fellow Polish person, so it's just weird he's sprinkling as much English into this as he is. Nope, don't focus on the larva. Come on, buddy. There you go. Spore down. Just waiting for this creep to recede. It will recede all the way once these hatcheries are dead, and they are. So now it's Reaver time, right? Now it's simply, do we have enough Scarabs to kill these Sunkens? And the answer is yeah. I'm pretty sure that is what's going on here. Alright, this guy comes all the way back around with all of 40 HP. Got four Scarabs each here, so yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, sunken down. 1, 2, 3, 4, sunken down. So these guys don't have enough to kill these Sunkens, but these dudes do. It's going to take 8, and they've got 10. So, I mean, this is close. This is a close game. MaNa trying to kill Shad is not an easy thing. Although I suppose... Oh, he mind controls the Defiler. Not that the Defiler was providing any great value today. At this stage of the game. I mean, a lot of times they are, but not at this moment in time. Megalols, says MaNa. Yep. So... DT wanders in to kill some larva for no dumb reason at all. Okay. Reaver. Careful, Reaver. There it is. 1, 2. 3, 4. And then just bum rush the rest of it. Who cares if anything dies now? GG. Shad is done, eliminated. Frowns. MaNa calls it GG. Shad calls it GG. MaNa with a smiley face, and we're out at 129.52. Definitely one of the longest matches I've ever cast in my entire life. That was woof. Woof, woof, woof. I mean, if worse comes to worse there, MaNa could have used his Dragoons to set at the edge of the Sunkens, get a couple hits off, pull back, heal up, because your shields regen faster than the Sunkens regenerating HP. And it would have taken longer, but he could have done it. The Reaver just made it faster, is all. But man, what a fun game. Mind controls, feedbacks, guardians, devours, spawn broodlings, ensnares, ultras, guardians, Dark Templar everywhere, Corsair balls, storms, MaNa rebuilding his entire main base on the left side of the map after losing it entirely, pretending like he's playing against a Terran player. He's got a lot of practice with it, I guess, so it makes sense that he'd be able to pull that off. But yo, so MaNa wins, but I don't know. He's got 37 supply at the end of the game and 10 minerals. He's not super healthy. So Shad took him to the point of death and of losing. But MaNa pulled it out because he's the better player at the end. MaNa's just, he's a legend. He's hilarious. He gave us a lot of fantastic entertainment today. Really can't complain about this at all. That was, whew. That was so good. That was so fun in a lot of ways. And that's what's really great about these lower level games, is sometimes they're just fun. So end of the day, 405,000 points from Shad, 403 from MaNa. So he actually had a higher point total. He outproduced the Protoss by a 10-to-3 ratio. He got outkilled by a 9-to-3 ratio, so he's actually more efficient there. Structures raised, 94 by Shad, only 46 by MaNa, but again, it's a Zerg player he's fighting, so yes. And he did outspend MaNa by a full, my gosh, 16,000 resources, 16.5 thousand resources. But, you know, when you mine the entire map out, that matters less, I suppose. Awesome. So truly, truly, truly awesome stuff. Well done for our guy, MaNa, getting the win. And that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft BroodWar Remastered and Carbotted. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me, as previously mentioned, on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.